king of the road.
House all weekend just to see if she was bad. Never got an answer, must I call her 100 times. She suddenly got better, now took it on sight. I was born in the dark, but it was last night. Say, hey, sweet baby, I'm no fool, there's something going on.
On the bus with Doug Stone. Well, country music is king down here in Southeast Texas, you know that.
Oh, man, I love country. You know, country's in Texas. As a matter of fact, I sold 50% of my records in Texas alone.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about moving out here. I'm talking to some promoters now, and if they can hook me up where I stay busy in Texas and the surrounding states, I may just move.
Well, we got room here in Beaumont. Come on down.
Yeah, it's a good location. I mean, you know, Tracy Bird's from here, and
Mark Chestnut.
Mark Chestnut, yeah.
Maybe Doug Stone. You know, Tracy Lawrence even has a home here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, down by the beach.
Cool.
Crystal Beach.
Don't forget George.
And George Jones. Can't leave him out.
Where's Straight live?
Straight lives in near Amarillo, I think. He's got a ranch up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I need a real love. Well, I never knew that till there's someone with you.
It's Doug Stone, originally from Georgia, and your mother was a country singer,
Yeah.
and she taught you to play guitar when you were 5.
Yep, when I turned 5 years old, I said, Mama, can you teach me how to play guitar? She said, do you really want to play? I said, I do. And so she started teaching me chords and stuff, and we'd have parties over at the house, and she'd bring in really good musicians, and I'd go, what are you doing there? You know, what's that? Whoa, show me that. And I just literally picked it up and never had a lesson. Somebody, here's a chord, and I'd sit in the bedroom and just keep doing those chords and stuff.
Of course, your name has been well known in country circles for years now, since 1990 when you came out with your self-titled album. But it wasn't an overnight success. You were actually in your 30s, into your 30s, and working as a mechanic during the day, and moonlighting at clubs.
Still trapped by your house, taking trips down memory lane.
Well, I was really discovered by a woman at the VFW Hall. And she came, it's really funny, it's a funny story. She came out and she said, boy, I like the way you sound. A year later, she came back with a management contract. And she said, look this over, and I'll see if I can get something going for you. And she had never been in the music business before. It was she'd run textile mills and stuff like that. And I went and found some backers. I was living in a guy's house. He was a house builder. He built a bunch of subdivisions and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I'll back you. He got 2 more of his friends, and they put up the money, and I just quit work and started cutting an album. And she found Doug Johnson, which was my first producer. And we cut In a Different Light, These Lips Don't Know How to Say Goodbye, and We Always Agree on Love, which all 3 ended up on the first album. And 2 of them was #1s, singles. And we took them, he took them to Nashville and said, hey, what do you think? And he went to about 8 different labels before he landed me at Sony Records. And the guy said, hey, where's the boy at? I want to look at him, you know? And I said, okay, well, I'll go get him and bring him up here. So I walked in the door, and the secretary, she had the biggest grin on her face. I said, I'm in. I ain't even got to get to him. But he signed me on the spot.
He's there to hold her, she needs to show her. If life gets too rough, well, now she left like a kid in myself. Whenever I start thinking back.
Well, you know, you've got the sound, you got the look, and of course you've had 22 chart singles and 5 #1s, including In a Different Light, which I think is one of my all-time favorite country songs, and Jukebox with a Country Song. And
you know what's really funny though? Speaking of Joe Diffie,
yeah,
I was signed to the label, and they kept giving me demos of him singing stuff, and I said, well, where's this guy at? Won't you put him on the label? And they did.
So does he still remember that now?
I never told him. He didn't know it. I just told the guy there at the label, I said, you know, this guy really sings good. You know, you need to check him out, too. So they did.
How you doing? Well, I've been hurt to stay and give me one more try. She said you're sober, then she said goodbye.
Doug Stone, hey, welcome to Beaumont. Judy's Rocks. This place is a legend. Got a legend at the legendary Judy's Rocks, just like they said in the paper.
I'm glad to be here. Great looking club.
Yeah, it is. Brand new. It kind of rose from the ashes of Hurricane Rita a couple of years ago.
Really?
Took a lot of work.
Well, I'll tell you, the hurricanes take out a lot of stuff around here, don't they?
You may want to rethink relocating down here on the Gulf Coast.
Well, I was in an Oklahoma hurricane one time. That's what I call it, because the rain was blowing straight sideways.
That's what a hurricane is, a giant tornado.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's supposed to be over water, ain't it? Ain't no water in Oklahoma.
This Doug Stone, recording artist Doug Stone, where's home now? Is it still Georgia? Is it?
Yeah. Still live in Georgia. Yeah, I lived in Tennessee for 17 years and just now going through my third divorce and decided that I'd go back to Georgia. So, FYI.
Of course, you had all that success starting with 1990, your self-titled debut album and the number ones. In the mid-90s, you had some health issues and had a near-death experience in a plane crash, right?
Well, you know, everybody says, did you think you was going to die? And it never crossed my mind. It's, you know how everything slows down?
Yeah.
But when the engine cut off on takeoff, I'm like, now what do I do? I looked at the plane, I'm like, it's a brand new plane. And the guy I bought it from didn't tell me that it had never been flown.
Oh.
So now I feel kind of lucky that I can put test flight dummy on my resume, you know.
Is anybody hurt?
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, cracked 3 ribs, my ankle, tore my ear off, bruised my kidneys and everything.
Anybody killed?
Nope.
Good.
The plane, it took a beating.
First and last time.
Yep, the very first, kind of like the Titanic, you know.
Appreciate your time.
Hey, no sweat.
Doug Stone.
Right here, Beaumont.
Yeah.
Got the heart on my heart.